welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I have a Walmart grocery haul for you guys today. Almost said grocery pickup just because that's how the way I did do it. I did a poll over on my Instagram over the weekend wanting to know if you guys wanted to see another Walmart grocery pickup. I've done this actually quite a handful of times on my channel, but I haven't done it too recently, and a lot of you actually really wanted to see it. So I thought that's what I would do. And I actually am someone who really enjoys grocery shopping for the most part. I would say like 90% of the time, but I really wasn't feeling it this weekend. I just wasn't. So this was perfect. I didn't get out of my car. They were right on it. It was good. I've, like I said, done this many times. I've always given you my feedback of like pros and cons with it. I think by far it's a win. Like the cons that it could have, like, is the produce going to be the kind that you would pick? Are they not going to have stuff in stock that you actually purchased after all? And then you would have gotten an alternative there if you had seen it in person. Like things like that, I feel like they have an answer for. They have a solution for. And it's super convenient. I was in and out of that parking lot in 5 minutes. That is good, especially when you don't feel like doing it. Anyway, if you've never used it before, I think pretty much Walmarts all over are doing it now. I do have a referral link. I can put it in the description box for you guys. It gives you $10 off your first order. Anything over like $30, you automatically get, like, there's no fee for it or anything, but this will give you an additional $10 off, and it gives me a $10 too, which, by the way, I did have a $10 off coupon from one of you, I'm going to assume. It doesn't tell me who did it, but I'm going to assume it was from one of you guys using it. And so thank you. So I actually feel like I got like a good handful of stuff, some different things too that I haven't tried that I just wanted to get to try for you guys. So I'm excited to share this haul with you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys had a great weekend, and I hope you have a great week ahead. Anyway, please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not already. I would love to have you guys come along. Can you believe we're only like a couple weeks out from Vlogmas? I will definitely be doing that this year. I know a lot of you really enjoy it, and it's so cool that like some of you have been here since the first year I've started this, and it's crazy. So anyway, that will be coming up too. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys soon. And quick little recap of what I have left. Basically a few apples, some lemons, and some bell peppers, and then this is a tiny bit of pistachios I got. I munched on those all week long from Whole Foods the previous week, and basically what's left are the ones that are really hard to open. You know how it is. Anyway, so that is what is left. So I definitely need to pick up some more produce, but I do have still some greens in the refrigerator. So you will see I don't have any greens, but that's only because I already have them. And I went ahead and got 2 big bundles here of bananas. Let's just put them on here. That's where they go. You can see I'm completely out. I ate my last one today. Today is actually Saturday, by the way, and I needed more. Like, I needed it. So I got some bananas there. So you can see I have some Gala apples here, and I think 1 Honeycrisp apple left. Honeycrisp is my favorite. It is divine. So I went ahead and got a 3-pound bag of Honeycrisp apples. Seriously, I could eat that in like a day. Love apples. And then I also went ahead and got 2 plums here, just to speak to like the produce again really quickly. Like I mentioned in the beginning, like I guess a con could be like you're not the one picking out the stuff, and what if they pick like not so good kind, blah blah blah. I will tell you, in my experience of using it, and I probably have done this service now, I'm going to say at least 5 times, but probably even more. Yeah, probably more, probably closer to 10. I have yet to have that be an issue. Like everything looks really good, and they do allow you to look at everything beforehand. I personally have not done that just because I haven't had an issue. And if I have an issue with it in the future, I would definitely like do that. But the point is they don't mind like letting you look first if you want to check. But for me, again, it really hasn't been an issue of getting anything bad. But you know, that's just been in my case, and I get it can maybe be different everywhere, but again, 10 for 10, we'll say. And it's been really good. So again, pros outweigh the cons. I haven't had any like horror stories at all. I also went ahead and got some avocados. I've been eating avocado like every single day too. Love that. And usually half at a time. So actually 4 last me pretty good. And I wanted to get some more of those. They're finally like down in price right now, which is awesome. And then guys, look at this. I have just been on my kick. You guys know the drill, and I'm sorry to like just ingrain it every single week, but it's seriously what I've been doing is air fried sweet potatoes cubed up, put a little chili lime seasoning, a little bit of cooking spray, and you are set. 400 degrees, 15 minutes, shake it, 15 minutes, shake it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm telling you, it is amazing. It's good for lunch. It's good on salads. It's good in dinners. It's good with breakfast with a tofu scramble. It is so universal and I love it. So I got a plethora of sweet potatoes. I also went ahead and got some of these kombucha drinks. They were on sale. Now, I will say though, that was one of the other things that again could be a con, and especially as a vegan, where it can get a little bit, maybe a little more difficult, but I took a chance this time. I did. Now, again, they will go over any substitutions with you before you finalize it, which is great. Point being, just made me think of it. This here, I believe I had originally picked, I don't even remember to be honest, but like I had picked originally a different flavor. And so they substituted, I think this was the substitute after all. I think I just got 2 of the pineapple peach and then they only had 1 and then they gave me this one instead. That is perfect. They're both still vegan. This one's actually delicious. I've had that one before and there's that. Now there was a couple other substitutes I'll show you as we go as well. But I guess again, as a vegan, I guess the red flag could be, or the annoyance could be of like, what if they substitute something that has dairy and they don't know that you're vegan or you don't eat dairy or whatever it is. But again, they do go over what the substitutions are and if you finalize it if it's something you want. So again, haven't had an issue of, it not working out. I also got a thing here of asparagus. Love that. I'm going to use some of that lemon over there too. I love putting lemon on asparagus after you grill it up. So good. Okay, again, I mentioned it was Saturday. And I had also mentioned to you guys in the previous weeks that on Sundays we go big for brunch. That is like something we look so forward to, and we've really been enjoying it. And we can leave it up to anything, whatever we want for the day for brunch, we can have it. And last week, and I showed, I think on the vlog, yes, some footage of that. I made this. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'll put the recipe on my website for you guys, but. Oh my goodness, I made a French toast, guys, and we're doing it again because it was so good. Now, I think it's actually a lot more popular now, but if you've never had sourdough bread for your French toast, I get like the Texas toast and the thick kind is super good for French toast. Like, I'm not denying that, but it's hard to find a sourdough Texas toast, like a thick cut kind. So you have to kind of go with what you can find. But sourdough bread for French toast is incredible. It is so good. I think it's something about like the sweetness of like the batter, right? That you would normally do with, French toast. But then like kind of the tanginess you get from a sourdough bread together. It is so good. So I got some fresh sourdough bread here for us in the morning. Anyway, I'm like salivating as I'm saying it. I also went ahead just to try this out. You can see the vegan sign right there. This avocado oil plant-based butter. I've never had it before and I just truly wanted to give it a shot. It kind of reminds me, even just feeling it right now, of I can't believe it's not butter, it's vegan one. And I personally like that one in texture a lot more than the Earth Balance one, which is the one we always get, just because it's super creamy and smooth. But I will say that I do think that the Earth Balance one does have a little bit more flavor to it. So it's kind of a trade-off, right? But this, just the way it feels, kind of reminds me of the I can't believe it's not butter one. But I'm just going to try it out. We'll see. Now, this one always makes me laugh because we've had many discussions about this. This Ready Whip, the coconut non-dairy Ready Whip. And it even says right here, improved dispensing. So when I first, months ago, told you guys, this stuff is great, but it makes me mad because you can use it, twice and then it's done. It will jam up and it does not work and it makes you mad. And so many of you told me the identical thing. You're just I don't buy it anymore, blah, blah, blah. So I gave it a few months and I decided I'm going to give it another shot. And sure enough, it was so funny. It actually even said that on the packaging. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not alone in this. We are not crazy, guys. And I remember that one, I got through the entire thing. I was so blown away. But then what happened? So I bought it again, right? And it did it again, where it's it did not work. And I'm like, no. So let's see how this one does. So here's my feedback for you guys. I feel like it's gotten better and they know there's a problem, but I think it's still kind of 50-50. I do. but when it works out, it works out. It is so good. I like it on coffee sometimes, just as a little treat, and it's super low calorie and forgiving in that way. And so I really, really enjoy it, but it just makes me laugh now because I'm like, I don't know if it's going to work. And I also, you can see there's a little substitution sticker on here. That was another one I had totally put on there. I wanted 4 things of tofu. It was just by a different brand. And I guess they didn't have that one, so they did it with this one. And it was still an organic one because I do actually really try to get organic tofu. I think that's kind of important in just my opinion. But they had this one and that was organic too. I'm like, perfect, good to go. And that's the thing too, is like based on certain like the pounds of produce that you get and all that. And if there is substitutions, your final price or your total, doesn't finalize until everything is all done. So your total is kind of in like a pending status when you make the order. And let's just say too that they didn't even have a substitute for this at all and they were just completely out. Then obviously they would just take that off of your list and you would obviously have that removed from your total and it would drop down. I guess again though, that could definitely be a con if you are someone that, was totally planning on an item and you really, really needed it. And the whole point of doing this service is so you don't have to physically go in and go shop. I guess that could be a downfall, that what if they're just completely out of something and it just didn't show that online yet. And so that's definitely a con, but this time I had nothing that was missing at all. They had substitutes for everything. And again, I only had 3 for this entire order, and it was the kombucha and this, and then milk. I'll show you in a minute. So anyway, just to kind of give you some feedback too, if you're kind of like on the fence about using it, I love the service. It's awesome. So I actually noticed I wanted to get some more of these Maple Grove Farm sugar-free syrups. These are hands down like top 3 of sugar-free syrups for sure. And I do like to get them at Walmart when I can or when I'm there because I do think they're the cheapest price. Why do I get this? I mean, I'm just going to keep it real. It's really fake. It really is. But I actually think it tastes really good and it's super low calorie. Super low calorie. For a 4th cup, 15 calories, and you kind of can't beat it. However, with that said, last week we went ahead and bought some like actual real syrup because we were doing like that challenge. If you were following already, you know that we did the challenge of like eating a lot cleaner, and we did really well. We really did. And we bought real syrup to do that. Well, now we're kind of hooked on that too, and obviously French toast tomorrow. So I wanted to try the same brand though as the sugar-free one, the Maple Grove Farms one, and see how this one is. But just to kind of show you, this for a 4th cup, 210 calories. But it is real. This is real syrup. It is totally different, right? In calories. Now, again, I'm not here to say one is healthier than the other. At the end of the day, I think we can all agree when you can't read ingredients on one and there's only one ingredient on the other, I think we all know what's a little bit healthier for us probably, right? But if you are someone watching your calories a little bit, sometimes you find those alternatives that you kind of justify, if you will, because you want that flavor or whatever it is, It's just kind of funny when you do really compare them, Anyway, that's my little spiel. Do as you will. I like both. That's what I'll say. I also got some of this Tapatio. I like to pick that up there too. That's one thing that is like not at like Trader Joe's and stuff, like plain old hot sauce, like the old school kind, right? Now, I do love the Trader Joe's taco sauce. That is also, I'll probably go to Trader Joe's next week, guys. I will. I'm sure they have tons of holiday stuff coming in. I'm seeing it online. Plus, I need more of their taco sauce. Now, that is bomb. And I usually buy like 4 at a time. And like I said, I need to go next week because we're almost out. Anyway, this one got kind of put over here away from produce, but got a bag here of carrots. Love that, to dunk in peanut butter. So good. I also went ahead, just because it was super cheap, these Quick Oats, the Mom's Best cereals. I actually have some right here that I've just been refilling over and over, but this is so cheap that I'm like, well, might as well grab another one. I also went ahead and got some of this Kashi Toasted Berry Crisp cereal. Sometimes I get in my little spurts where I want cereal. You just crave cereal, We're not above it, right? And I thought this sounded really good, actually. Plant protein and multigrain clusters with cranberries and blueberries. And I thought for a cereal, 9 grams of protein in it is actually really good. So hopefully it tastes good. We'll see. It's not like a great picture other than that right there, but I don't think I've actually tried this one before, but gonna give it a shot. Okay, again, the recipe is linked below for you guys, but that French toast that I made originally, I kind of was playing with the batter. And I actually put coconut flour, coconut powder I had into the batter, which seems kind of weird, right? And it did look a little weird. I'm not going to lie. It kind of had a hard time blending into like whisking it up, right? But it's a must, you guys. It's a must. Now, I'm sure you could use any kind of flour, but I actually really love the flavor that it had in, you know, the coconut part came through on it. But it makes an amazing crust on the French toast. So please try it. Please try it. But I got some more of that so I would have it. Also, just to throw out there for you too, Bob's Red Mill is one of my favorite brands out there. Now, I did not see it on Walmart's website to buy it, but this brand in general, wherever you can find it, look for the egg replacer by Bob's Red Mills. I've been getting mine off of Thrive Market, and I have that link below too, guys. And I love that egg replacer. It's one of my favorites, and that's also what I use for the French toast too, but just to kind of show you the brand, and that's the one I, like I said, use, and I actually already have some, so I'm good. But unfortunately, it did not look like Walmart actually carried it though. But again, Thrive has it. And then I also wanted to get some more of this basmati rice. I picked some of this up at Whole Foods last week, and we ate all of it. It was so good. We kind of got away from rice, and I made, again, the whole thing of it. And it's been so good just to have plain old rice. So I wanted some more. So I got a thing here of basmati rice. And then I also saw that they had it on, what do they call it? Like the rollback or something. It's kind of like where things are even discounted more. They had these boca patties, which you guys know I absolutely love. They're so like OG, original. And I love them. And they were super cheap. So I grabbed another one of those. Just the original turkey one. If I remember correctly, they're American Flame Grilled, I think they call it, for the flavor. That one is not vegan. So it can get kind of confusing sometimes if you're just grabbing because you think it is. I totally get it. And I learned that because that's what I had done. This was months and months ago. But yeah, I think it's that one that actually is not vegan. Kind of a bummer, but the rest are. It's really weird. I also found this one online, which was super cool to come across it. One of you reached out and like sent this picture to me of like, Kim, have you tried this? And I hadn't. And they said they saw it at Walmart too, I believe. And I saw it and I was like, I got to try it. Now it's a frozen food item. I know nothing about it. Really, I don't, but I do love this brand typically of their cheese. The feedback on this one wasn't great. What they told me was kind of like it was a little bit disappointing. So I want to try it strictly for you guys. I really do. It's a little pricey. Not gonna lie. I want to say this was $5 or $6. And I mean, it's not massive or anything. It's not like it serves like a family. It's only 2 servings, which is pretty standard for this kind of, meal. So we'll see. But it's kind of cool. Another company, coming out with like more options. Awesome. Anyway, gonna try that out. Let me know if you have tried it, what you do think. And then I also saw that they have their Gardein products super cheap. I think by far, Walmart has Gardein products the cheapest, even when they're not like on sale. Like they're just the cheapest there. They really are. But these were just over, I want to say $3, which you really can't beat. Because even like Whole Foods and Sprouts, like when they put them on sale, you're lucky to get them at that price. But they're pretty much always that price at Walmart, at least what I've seen. So I got some of the beefless grounds, which we like to use for tacos sometimes when we're really craving that like traditional taco. And then the tenders, my husband loves these, so I just got those for him. And then the mandarin orange, he likes that one a lot too. We haven't had that in a while though, so I got that for him as well. And then again, guys, this was another substitute. They went ahead and did the unsweetened coconut milk by Silk. And I actually had put on there that I wanted the coconut / almond one. It was like a mixture kind. But really what I wanted was soy milk, but it was kind of funny. They only had sweetened soy milk. They had the original, which is technically sweetened, and then they had vanilla, which is technically sweetened, but they didn't have like unsweetened vanilla or unsweetened original. Really weird. And so I went with the other, and then they didn't even have that. So they did this one. I don't think I've technically tried this one yet. We will see. And then I got a couple things here of the unsweetened vanilla almond milk too. So it's totally fine, but normally we do like to get a soy milk. We've just really been enjoying that. I got another thing here of orange juice as well, again, to go with brunch tomorrow. So excited. I barely drink orange juice. I really just don't, I don't really ever go to it. But something about it with brunch, you gotta have it, you know? I needed another loofah. They had it on there, and I was like, done, simple. And then lastly, I wanted to share this with you guys. I'm kind of just going out on a whim. Never have heard of this brand at all before, but it is vegan friendly. A lot of the times gummies in general can be very difficult to find, although I feel like, again, more brands are coming out with knowing people don't want the gelatin in it for one reason or another, vegan or not, and this one actually is vegan friendly. So I found these there online. Again, I think they were about $10. Well, I needed to replace this one here that I got at Sprouts, and this is definitely more money for sure, and I'm almost out. There's 90 of them in here, but you take 2. This one has 75, but you only take 1 for like per day. And I'm telling you guys, I swear by it. I really do. I had a couple times already this season, I'll say, where I've kind of felt like, oh, I'm starting to feel a little bit run down, like I'm going to get a cold. And I haven't gotten a cold. I have not gotten sick, knock on wood. And I'm attributing it to this and this tea. I've showed you guys this last week. This traditional medicinals. I got this at Sprouts. You can get this on Thrive. I think Whole Foods has it. Actually, you know what? Walmart might too. I just didn't look because I don't need it right now. This right here, guys, I'm telling you, this and this I've been taking every day, every single day, without fail. And I haven't gotten sick. And I felt it coming, and I haven't gotten sick. So this is just kind of my little thing right here that I want to just share that information with you. So I hope this kind of works the same because it's a lot cheaper. We'll see. So that was everything from Walmart. Again, I had the 3 substitutions. It was just the tofu, the milk, and the kombucha. And other than that, everything was exactly what I ordered. So I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. Again, please do give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time.